YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yeah, okay, so I asked if, I put a video up saying people had 2 hours to let me know whether or not they want to see a live Q&A or a review. But I think I might have given you guys all a bit too less of a warning to know that I'm gonna, well, my friend Arthur told me that, maybe next time I should let people know on the Friday to give people more of a chance to respond to which one they'd rather see at the weekend. But let's just get into this. Sorry, the intro is taking a very long time to this. So I'm going to do a review today, and in fairness, I'm looking forward to doing this review because this review is about a movie that I really enjoy. Which I shouldn't have also said, because now you guys know it's going to be a movie that I like instead of a movie that I hate. I haven't done a movie review about a film that I hate in a bit of a time. I might do that. I might do that next week. I think Monday, it's coming Monday, I'm going to do a movie review of a movie I cannot stand. I've got loads of those too. This one's going to be really fun. It's going to be Iron Man. Let's just get into casting first. So let's talk about obviously the main casting choices. So we have, obviously, the great Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man. We have Terrence Howard as Rhodey. We have Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts. And we have Jeff Bridges as Obadiah. So, already an amazing cast. This was done by Jon Favreau, who's also in the movie. He plays Stark's bodyguard. Just Jon Favreau is amazing. I still remember him in Friends as Pete, who wanted to do a UFC fight, like a multi-millionaire. But yeah, Jon Favreau done a great job on this movie. Alright, so let's just start off is this just a standard Blu-ray review and a movie review? Let's just talk about the movie. So this is going to be a 10-minute talk about this movie. So let's start off with the story. We'll do 5 minutes of the actual story and then 5 minutes of what I thought of the movie in general. Like, if I thought there could have been any changes. Okay, so we start off. There's a rich man known as Tony Stark, whose his father, Howard Stark, was a great designer. Probably one of the richest people in the Marvel universe. Who built weapons and tech for all around the world, sold it. And Tony Stark was growing up learning how to build cars and bikes, and then he started taking over the family business once his father had passed away. And teamed up with his father's friend Obadiah. And so stuff started getting a bit better. So that's where you get to introduce yourself. But the movie doesn't actually start from that point. The movie starts off with Stark in this army vehicle, listening to some rock music with these soldiers, and they're like all excited to be around him, and he's being all sarcastic but funny. And then their car gets attacked, and Stark is like trying to escape. All the soldiers have been killed. The car's been blown up, and he's laying in this dirt, and he sees that a Stark missile lands next to him. So as he's trying to run, it blows up, and shrapnel gets caught in his system. And what you can see is that he's starting to like bleed out. And you see these faint in and out shots of like him like unconscious, trying to wake up, and see all these wires and like in this big cave. And then it shows his face all covered up by like a potato sack and covered in blood. Then it shows the bit where they're talking about who he is. He's going to be accepted for this award. He doesn't turn up. So Obadiah takes the award for him. He's in Vegas at the casino where he gets it on with this reporter. We'll skip past the thingy scene, and it goes back to where he's been kidnapped by this militia of soldiers. They're holding him at ransom, and they're trying to make him build these weapons, which he was originally with the soldiers because he was doing a demonstration of this missile called the Jericho missile, which is a missile with enough power to demolish an entire city. He was just showing like a test run. So they've kidnapped him in order for him to build the missiles for this militia group, so they can go and kill as many people as they want and take over everything. But because of the whole shrapnel incident, they get this doctor that they've also kidnapped, this doctor and scientist kind of guy who attached a car battery to Tony Stark's chest, which is now pulling the shrapnel away from his heart. And Stark kind of realizes that he's like building all these they want to build these weapons, and he's also saying like that this magnet won't do its job well for too long, and realizes that they've got a similar thing in his factory known as an arc reactor. So what he does is he tries to build a mini arc reactor that he can attach to his chest without having a big battery following him around attached to these two wires. What happens is he wants to try and escape from this place where he's been kidnapped, so he starts getting all these missile designs and stuff, and starts putting these blueprints together to make a suit. And what he makes is a suit called the Tin Man suit, which is Mark 1. Just awesome. And then I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I've practically just told you the entire first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie. So I'm going to leave it there, okay? So... So basically, let's talk. Okay, now it's just 5 minutes of what I thought. I thought the movie was incredible. It came in 2005, so especially back then. 12 years ago? 2005 it came out? 2005, was it? Okay, in 2008, so we're talking about 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago this movie came out, and you know, it was great. This movie is what I would say started the MCU, and it did, because in fairness, if Iron Man didn't go as well as it did, because a lot of people, I remember one guy, I remember having this conversation. This is actually a funny memory. Me and my friends had this conversation with a man at a pub. Right? This when I was younger and I was stupid and I was practically out of my head every day. We were sitting in a pub, me and a couple of my mates, and me and this random guy started talking about movies. And he was going on about how the first Hulk movie that came out, he said would be the best Marvel movie to ever be released to big screen. So it was better than X-Men and everything else. I obviously backed the point that it wasn't. It was actually a letdown. The only thing that I admit that Hulk had that was great was whenever he got angry, he got bigger. Now that was an awesome concept to Hulk. I thought that was incredible. But the rest of that movie was just plain awful bad. And the fact that he said that the Hulk would start, like, would be the best, and probably he was like, oh, well, if any other Marvel movies came out, you all know because it's because of Hulk. No. No. But what started this MCU, what started the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was Iron Man. Iron Man did it. It brought so much out. Amazing movie. I love how the Iron Man suit isn't actually that much CGI'd. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much CGI. Like, you can't tell it's CGI'd half the time. So for 2008 to use CGI in a good way was amazing. I love Tony Stark's attitude towards everyone and everything. But Rhodey, I liked Terrence Howard's Rhodey. I also like Don Cheadle's Rhodey. But I did like Terrence Howard as the serious soldier kind of guy that's just like getting peed off with Stark. Jeff Bridges is always going to be a good bad guy, even when he's trying to be good. Jeff Bridges is just awesome. Gwyneth Paltrow was a hit and miss, but I do think she was a good Pepper Potts. I do think she was actually pretty good. And you got to love Jon Favreau again as the bodyguard. But just overall, the movie was just an amazing movie to watch, even to this day. There's something so enjoyable about watching Iron Man. I can watch the first one quite a few times. It's just an enjoyable movie. Now, something I'm actually going to do that I haven't done in a review about standard movies. So I'm going to talk about the Blu-ray. It's strange. I don't talk about Blu-rays as a general fact. I talk about 3D films. and 3D Blu-rays. But I'm talking about Blu-rays themselves. I talk about the movie that's on the disc, but not the actual format of the disc. Picture quality compared to DVD is just freaking phenomenal. Like, because I had the DVD ages ago, and I had the DVD when I also had the Blu-ray at the same time. I had a box set that had Iron Man on Blu-ray, and I had the DVD at that point. And I remember I had watched Iron Man like 2 days beforehand on DVD, and it looked alright. And I then watched 2 days later Iron Man again on Blu-ray, and I noticed that in the DVD, the DVD quality was still pretty good. I like my DVDs. Not all DVDs look bad, but there was a bit of graininess to Iron Man on DVD that you can notice quite a bit. And then when I put the Blu-ray in, it was just such smooth picture quality. The sound was more louder. And it was just a much more enjoyable experience. Like the flames looked incredible. The suit looked amazing. The action sequence, especially if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Like when he goes to when he first gets the suit all painted up red and yellow, and he goes to the place where he was kidnapped, blows up all the missiles and gets hit by that tank. Shoots that little rocket at the tank as he's walking away. It blows up. It's just, looks so phenomenal on Blu-ray. So I do recommend, if you've got a HD TV and you've got a PlayStation or a Blu-ray player or an Xbox, I recommend that you do get Iron Man on Blu-ray, because it does look amazing on that player and on that TV. The film is, if you just want to watch the film in general, I don't care how it looks, as long as you can still see it and enjoy it. DVD's okay. DVD's the cheaper option, and it's probably going to be the cheaper option for a long time. But Iron Man on Blu-ray is actually a really good experience for the eyes. So I enjoy that movie. So okay, I know it's late, but I made a promise that I was going to upload a video on a Friday, and it's like cutting close. It's almost midnight, so it's going to be Saturday morning by the time this actually fully gets seen after editing. But it was close enough. Anyway, let me know if you want to see a live stream this weekend. If you want to see one, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Just let me know if you guys are up for it, because if it's my first proper live stream, I'm going to do the proper live stream that I'm going to do correctly. I'm going to do, it's going to be a Q&A. So you guys get to ask me anything, movie or anything else related. You get to ask me anything you feel like you want to ask. Genuinely, hopefully it's a lot more movie orientated than personal questions. But yes, it's going to be a Q&A. So I want you guys to either leave your questions down below so I can answer them live to you guys in the video, where you guys can ask me more. Or if you don't want to ask me at the end of this video in the comments, save your awesome questions for the video. But just type yes or no along with a comment. But type yes or no first, and then you comment for the video if you've got a comment. But yes for the live stream, or no for not this week. Just let me know what you guys want. Anyway, that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and previous videos, please show your support by clicking on that like button down below. And if you're new to my channel and only seen a couple of my videos, click the subscribe button as well, because I'd surely appreciate it. It'd be a big help, and I'll see you next time.